Bum. From the moment the father reduced his daughters to a simple comparison, we see how deeply rooted our habit of judging by appearance really is. Beauty becomes a shortcut, a way to decide someone's worth without the effort of understanding who they are. It's comfortable, familiar, and dangerously misleading. When we rank people by what the eye can measure, we overlook patience, wisdom, loyalty, and quiet courage, the traits that actually sustain relationships and shape lives. The so pretty one may win instant approval, but instant approval is not the same as lasting value. The rejected sister, dismissed before she could speak, represents everyone who has been underestimated because they did not fit a surface-level ideal. This moment challenges us to ask how often we've done the same, choosing what looks right over what is right. True worth, after all, reveals itself only when we look beyond the surface. Rejection cuts deepest when it comes from the people meant to protect us. When a father openly favors one child over another, the wound is not just emotional, it reshapes how a person learns to see themselves. The rejected sister isn't merely overlooked by society. She is quietly erased within her own home. Every dismissive glance and careless word teaches her that love must be earned and worth is conditional. Yet this kind of rejection often forges an inner strength others never have to develop. While one sister grows under praise, the other grows in silence, learning resilience, self-reliance, and empathy through pain. The tragedy is not only that she is rejected, but that such rejection feels justified by tradition and expectation. And in that moment, we are reminded that the absence of love can shape a person just as powerfully as love itself, sometimes even more so. When the Duke makes his choice, it is more than a romantic decision. It is an act of quiet rebellion. In a room filled with expectations, he refuses to follow the script written for him. Society urges him to select what will impress others, what will look correct beside his title and status. Yet he pauses, looks again, and listens to something deeper than custom or pride. By choosing the rejected sister, he challenges the belief that worth is inherited, displayed, or approved by others. Decision unsettles the father, disrupts the hierarchy, and exposes how fragile those rules truly are. It reminds us that courage doesn't always arrive with grand speeches. Sometimes it appears as a simple, deliberate choice to see someone fully. In that moment, the Duke proves that integrity is not about pleasing the crowd, but about honoring truth, especially when it costs you comfort or approval. Years of being overlooked do not leave a person empty. They leave them shaped. The rejected sister carries a strength that was never taught, only earned. While attention passed her by, she learned to observe, to listen, and to endure without bitterness. Her resilience was built in quiet moments when she had no applause, no reassurance, and no one expecting greatness from her. That kind of solitude sharpens character. It cultivates humility, patience, and a depth of understanding that cannot be given, only grown. What others mistake for weakness is, in truth, untested power waiting to be recognized. When the Duke sees her, he isn't discovering something new. He is finally acknowledging what has always been there. Her strength does not demand notice, yet it transforms everything once it is seen, reminding us that the most powerful qualities often develop where no one is looking. This moment forces us to reconsider what we have been taught to admire. Beauty, as society defines it, is fleeting and fragile, constantly chasing approval and comparison. But true beauty is quieter and far more enduring. It lives in consistency, in compassion shown when no one is watching, in integrity that does not bend for convenience. The rejected sister embodies this deeper kind of beauty, not polished for display, but grounded in authenticity. When the Duke chooses her, he is not ignoring beauty, he is redefining it. He shows that worth is not something granted by praise or position, but something revealed through character and action. In doing so, he shifts the focus from what impresses the eye to what sustains the heart. And that shift reminds us that real beauty does not fade with time, it grows stronger as it is finally understood. In the end, this story is not just about who was chosen, but about how love should be chosen. The Duke's decision teaches us that courage is found in listening to conviction rather than applause. He risks misunderstanding, judgment, and even ridicule, yet he chooses honesty over comfort. That single choice alters not only his future, but the fate of someone who had long believed she was invisible. It reminds us that love is not an accident of beauty or status. It is a deliberate act of seeing, valuing, and standing firm. When we choose with intention, we give dignity where it was denied and meaning where there was doubt. This kind of love does more than unite two people. It restores balance, heals old wounds, and sets a quiet example for everyone watching. Because real love begins the moment we choose truth over expectation.